Budapest is an amazing city. Here are my essential travel tips to make sure you have the best time on your visit. I'm Alex and have traveled the world for over 2 decades, including many visits to Budapest. Let's dive into the essential tips every first-time visitor to Budapest needs to know. First up, your arrival. Budapest has one airport, Ferenc Liszt International Airport, and only one terminal to make things easy. All airlines arrive into Terminal 2, with Terminal 2A being for flights within the Schengen area, and 2B being for all other flights. The airport is around 10 miles or 16 kilometers from the center of Budapest. The easiest way to get from the airport is via taxi. My first tip is do not engage with anyone that offers you a taxi. They will charge you considerably more and often in euros, not the local currency of forints. To reserve a taxi, follow the signs and head to the taxi booth. Vod Taxi is one of the taxi companies in Budapest, and the only one licensed for the airport. Provide your destination details to the booth. Don't stress as they speak perfect English. They will pass you a reservation receipt with the number of the taxi you have reserved. Within a few minutes the taxi will appear and will want the receipts so they know where you're going. The fare will be around 12 to 16,000 forint or 30 to 40 euros and will take around 30 to 40 minutes depending on traffic. Another option is public transport, with buses being the only option. This is a more budget-friendly option and fairly easy to navigate. The 100E Airport Express bus operates between the airport and Dék Ferenc tér metro via Calvin tér metro. The cost is around 2,200 forint or 6 euros and tickets can be purchased on board with a bank card via the Pay and Go system. Buses are regular with there being up to 10 per hour during peak times. It takes around 40 minutes to reach the city depending on traffic. There is also a much cheaper non-express bus, the 200E. This will cost 350 forint or 1 euro. This will require a change onto the metro and will take a few minutes longer. Check the link to the BKK website in the description for more information on this option. The buses are signed in the terminal and along with the BKK Customer Service Center, the bus operator who will be able to provide further information. My next essential tip is when to visit. Budapest is a stunning city year-round, however when you choose to go, will change the experience you have. Spring, March to May, is great for the color of the city as well as mild temperatures and less crowds. This time of year is perfect for outdoor lovers wanting to dodge the tourist rush of summer. Local events such as the Budapest Spring Festival is held late April to May and includes over 40 events. Check out the link in the description. Accommodation will be less expensive during this time. Another tip is to check out lesser-known attractions. Spring is the perfect time to do a hike in the Buda Hills and check out less-known attractions like the Elizabeth Tower, an historic lookout tower on János Hill above Budapest. If you are like me and always want to be prepared, here is some information on the average weather for spring. My personal favorite time of year to visit is late May, where you get the balance of warmer weather, but without the crowds. Summer, June to August, is much warmer and busier. It's the perfect time of year for a Danube cruise or to enjoy the buzzing streets and lively bars. The Ziget Festival is held in early August and one of the largest music and cultural festivals in Europe. Held on a leafy island in the Danube, it is a must-go-to event for music lovers. Shortly after, on the 20th of August, is the State Foundation Day of Hungary and is celebrated with a spectacular fireworks display over the Danube. During the summer months the city will be at its busiest and accommodation will be more expensive during these months. Although the weather will be warm, be prepared with an umbrella as the city is known for late afternoon thunderstorms. Here is some information about the average weather for these months. Fall or autumn, September to November, is ideal for those wanting to catch the end of summer or enjoy the spectacular changing colors of leaves in the Buda Hills. I can recommend a trip out to the Children's Railway during this time as a perfect way to experience autumn. The Children's Railway is one of the most unique attractions I've seen, a narrow-gauge railway operated by children. The railway is 7 miles or 11 kilometers and weaves through the Buda Hills. This is also a perfect time to experience the outdoor thermal baths like Széchenyi, but without the summer crowds. Here is some information about average weather temperatures. Winter, December to February, is a magical time of year. Expect very cold weather and snow. Make sure you pack layers and gloves. In December, Budapest has amazing Christmas markets that are straight out of a fairy tale. Make sure you try the traditional chimney cake. If you are an ice skater, check out the outdoor ice ring in the city park for an unforgettable experience. Here is the average weather for winter. My next essential travel tip is to be prepared to walk and explore Budapest on foot. It's a walkable city and you will be able to wander through its charming streets and soak in the rich history as well as uncovering some hidden gems. My next tip is if you are catching public transport, always have a validated ticket. Inspectors operate undercover and the fines are steep. The fine is 25,000 forint or 65 euros. This can reduce to 12,000 forint or 30 euros if paid on the spot. I have seen a lot of tourists get caught out. My next tip I have already mentioned, unlicensed taxis. Only take taxis that are marked and have a clear schedule of rates. There are endless stories of being caught out by this, and I have fallen victim on my first trip. Now, here's where you come in. By hitting that like button, you're not just showing support for what we do here, you're also helping other travelers find their way to this content. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel. That way, you'll never miss out on my latest adventures. My next tip is food. Hungary has many traditional foods that are unique, and I am not talking about just goulash. My essential tip is to make sure you try the local food. Make time to visit the food stands upstairs in the central market for a wide selection of easily accessible local dishes. Or Caravan Street Food, an outdoor food court with food trucks with many serving Hungarian food. Some of the local dishes to try are langash, a traditional fried dough with a range of toppings, the widely known goulash, a stew of meats seasoned with paprika, and stuffed cabbage rolls to name a few. Did you know that Budapest is a major filming location for blockbuster movies? My tip is to keep an eye out for any filming locations. You might stumble upon sets from your favorite movies. Budapest has played host to movies like Spy, Red Sparrow, and Inferno, amongst others. For my final tip, venture beyond the usual tourist spots and explore Budapest's hidden gems. Consider visiting Memento Park, nestled in the Buda Hills, where you'll find a collection of statues removed from the communist era. Delve into history of the second oldest underground railway at the Underground Railroad Museum, or have a ball at the Interactive Flipper Museum that has over 140 pinball machines. There's so much more to discover beyond the well-trodden path. Thanks for watching! Don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel tips and adventures.